Welcome to the show, What is a Little Girl Supposed to Do? The show is about survival, perseverance, and redemption.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. Me and my mother, Belinda, appreciate all those have watched What is the Little Girl Supposed to Do? We appreciate all those have listened to What is a Little Girl Supposed to Do? Thank you for tuning in today. And we have me, LaShanti, and my mother, Belinda. Yes, so what are we gonna, no, not what are we? We have a very interesting topic today on the show. And it's going to be talking about foster care.
When children are placed in
Yes.
foster care and the impact that it has on a child.
Absolutely. The impact of mental illness on children and families. Yes. Where children have been removed from their homes to be placed with foster parents, but they are strangers.
Yes.
And so with that being said, my mother, when you experience being in and out of the mental hospitals, you said that it happened in 1979.
Yes.
Okay, so in 1979, when you were experiencing going in and out of the mental hospitals, me and my baby brother was out here experiencing living with different family members, and then we lived in different foster homes.
Yes.
And in my experience, I've had good foster homes, and I've had foster homes that I've had the foster dad tell me that no one's going to believe anything that I say anyways. I'm just a foster child, and it doesn't matter who you're going to tell because no one's going to believe you. I've had foster parents like that.
Wow.
Okay?
Yes.
So I know that in my life, I started to become CASA advocate, and with what I learned in CASA is that what happens in the separation, what type of damage that it does to a child and to the family, the parents, that has had their child taken away from them, and now the child is living in somebody else's home that they don't know.
And that can be traumatizing to a child because they don't know what to expect.
No.
They don't know what to expect. Now they don't have their family, no connection, and now they're living with strangers. So we need to really think about the way the system is set up for taking the children away. I know sometimes that the parents are given opportunities to get their life right. And then the child have to suffer more also. And so, living in our society, mental illness, drug abuse, alcoholism, it runs rapid. And it's because of all the things that we as a people has gone through. And this is, it didn't light up on us. I mean, just dealing with our everyday life and then dealing with all the things, the obstacles that comes our way on a daily basis. And this is just not hearsay. This is real.
Absolutely.
When you live it, for no one, if they haven't walked in your shoes, they need to listen and understand. Do unto others as you want done unto yourself. Treat people with love. We're not toys. We have feelings. So, we need to rethink and change the law on a lot of different things. Just don't take these children from their, snatching them out of the mother's arms, or the father. And so it's so important that we need to rethink
Right.
how we treat each other and our children. Our children are so vulnerable. And then you wonder why some of them grow up with so much anger in them because they were separated. Separation is a hard thing to deal with.
Right.
And so I know you and your brother were placed in foster care. It wasn't my choice, but it was because I was going through, problems with what had happened to me early on in my life. And I never really got counseling, or I didn't have a support system. My support system was God. And I knew that as long as I have the faith in God and I knew God was going to be there for me, I cried many a nights. And I'm like, God, if I have to continue to go through what I'm going through on a daily basis, I would rather be dead. And God said, Belinda, I got your back. I will not put no more on you than you can bear.
Right.
I'm here for you.
Right.
So just listen to my voice and you will be all right. Just follow what I tell you. And I said, okay, God, I'm here. But this lasted for 10 years in and out of the mental hospitals and them trying to get my medication right.
Right.
That was horrible because sometimes the medication, it had me so angry and out of control where I couldn't even, I remember this one time, and I know it happened more than once, but I did not go to sleep for 3 weeks. I was awake day and night on this medication. So if a person is awake for 3 weeks,
right.
I mean, what do you expect their brain to do?
Right.
Our brains was not designed, our bodies was not designed to stay awake that long.
Right.
So it was horrible.
I can only imagine.
It was horrible. It was not a good experience. But I made it through it with God's help, and He helped me, and I'm thriving. They started me on the medication in 1979, and I became medication free in 1989.
So that was
And
10 years.
10 years on the medicine. So I've been functioning 100% plus some without medication, just natural, doing the things that I know is right, and God has my back. Yes.
Well, I know that, and I can say that now that I've gotten older and I've had a bunch of life experiences, a bunch of different different things and heartbreak and life experiences, right?
Yes.
I am a child of the foster care system.
Yes.
I'm a former foster child.
Yes.
I'm a child of someone. I have seen my mother be torn, pulled, dragged, captured away from me. So when I remember my mom being taken off by doctors and police with them over her head, and she's being shackled, and she's saying she don't want to go, you're taking her somewhere that she don't want to go. So I have that vision in my mind as a child, and even though I'm still an adult.
Yes.
And so I've had that experience where I've had my mom being taken away from me. I've had that experience where I go and visit my mom in a place where she can't leave or she can't go anywhere. I've visited you in jail. I visited you where you've had to fight for what you feel is correct and what's not correct. I'm that child.
Yes.
And so it's been a life experience for me during trying to figure out all these things. And then when I started doing CASA, I learned all the things that happens to children once they have been removed from their mom.
Man.
Because then if you think about it as a child, you see this, you see your parent, mom, dad, parents being removed from your life. And then now you go and you're living with someone that you don't know.
Yes.
It's a complete stranger.
Man.
Okay, you guys will be fine. Have a good night. And then you're there with a complete stranger.
Man.
Here's you guys' bedroom. This is where you guys are going to sleep.
Man.
That mentally is,
Yeah.
imagine that.
Yeah.
The child just only wants to be with their parent.
Yes.
With their parent.
Yes.
And if there was help that they needed there, whatever, then hey, let's get the tools to help to be able to keep them still in the home. But then there's some counseling, there's something that we can help, but to remove them, to take them out of to separate them from the mom, the dad, the parents, is I'm a living testimony. I'm an advocate for foster children because I've experienced it. I remember even when you go to different foster homes, it depends on if that foster parent likes you.
Yeah.
If you mess with that foster parent, they can either decide to, yeah, you could stay, or you gotta be removed and they gotta find you another place to go.
Man.
But still,
That's terrifying.
all those places that they're choosing for you to go, you still want to be with your parent.
Yes. Man.
And I remember too, like the first foster home that we went to, we moved to a place called Ridgefield, and at the time there was me and my brother were the only, because this is a small place, it's big now, but it's small at the time when I moved there. Me and my brother were the only black people there.
In the whole town?
In the whole town.
Wow. So you guys were very popular.
We was very popular.
Wow.
We went to, I want to say our mascot was I was the potatoes, and then the elementary school was the tater tots.
The tater tots? That was the name of the...
That was their mascot, the tater tots.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So then when we came, I remember there was a time that they would be like, oh, they're the added burnt, you know what I mean, to the potato. And so being at that, they were awesome. These foster parents that we had were super awesome. Me and my brother were just actually we drove out to Ridgefield and was looking for them to go by and tell them thank you for being so good to us, and thank you for. I mean, it was to the point that we had a chocolate day.
Oh.
We had a chocolate
How
day.
did that go?
We went and got a brown Labrador, and it was named Hershey. And once a month we could have anything we wanted. Chocolate.
Oh, really?
Chocolate.
Oh.
Right. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If that was discriminatory, if they just thought that was sweet, but it was. Yes, that's what we had. And then I've had foster parents where I've had foster dads. You know what I mean? Tell me, I don't know what, don't think you're gonna say anything. You're just one of those foster children. You're just one of the people that's in the system. No one's gonna believe you.
Yeah.
No one's gonna believe you.
Yes.
So what are you gonna say? You know what I mean? So I've had foster dads, you know what I mean? To like that. So I can't, I'm not going to say at all that foster parents, the foster system, the foster program is not bad. I mean, it's bad because I've toggled with wanting to be a foster parent because I think it's a need.
Yes.
I think it's awesome for a child to be able to have a substitute place temporarily while their parents are getting themselves together, but they really need to be monitoring these foster homes.
Well, yeah, because I think it's so important to try to work with the mother, father, or the family,
Right.
So that they can get it right. I realize they give some people a long time to get it right. and there's no other way. They
Right.
take the children, from the home.
Right.
But we just need, I believe we need to have another way of doing things where you're not so quick to snatch these children out of their homes and placing them in places that's worse for the child versus them trying to work it out with the family. But I know that it's hard. It's hard when a child, he's a child or she's a child. She doesn't know why she's being removed from her parents' house or her mother or father's house. Children do not understand this. So we need to be a little bit more mindful to help the parents realize how this is hurtful to their children. Talk to the kids, talk to the whole family, so that the children will know. I mean, the children need to let the parents know, Mom, Dad, I love you. I don't want to go stay with strangers. I don't want to go and be with people I don't know. This is my home. I want to be with you. So please, Mom and Dad, do what you can to do the right thing so we can have a successful unit, a family. This is so important, and it's very, very hurtful for the families to be divided, because that's one way to separate people from their family. That's one way to take that unity away, and then they wonder why the children grow up because kids ain't gonna be kids all their life. They're gonna grow up to be adults. So they're gonna remember how they were treated by people. They're gonna remember that. And so we need to treat children, I mean, they're precious. They didn't ask to be here, but they're here. And so we need to know how to love them and take care of them, because we're their parents. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. We need to get back with that. Don't say, well, that's not my business. I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm not going to get involved. And then another thing, I know back in the days when I was growing up, whoopings.
Whoopings.
Whoopings. I mean, that was necessary.
It
was necessary because we got whooped when we were children. We had to go outside. The instruction was go outside, get a switch, and it better not be little. Come back, and we would get whooped, but all of us, we survived. We understood authority. When the parent says no, they mean it. And don't try to get away with it. But now it's a crime to spank your children. But sometimes I know people spank children because they're angry and it's not really about discipline. That's wrong. But if a parent is spanking their children for doing things that they weren't supposed to do, you have to put fear sometime in children. You have to put fear in them so that they will know that you are the parent. I mean, this is out of love. But I learned when I had you guys very seldom got whoopings. Very seldom. We talked. We had a conversation. We talked. But yeah, you guys are great kids. But I know
without whoopings.
Yeah, you didn't get no whooping.
But you say, so
sometimes it's necessary for the kids.
See the whooping topic. That's gonna be for that. I think we probably what we should do. I think we should have a show just for that.
Yeah,
because
we will.
I disagree.
Okay.
With the whoopings, because I know when a parent is spanking their child.
Yes.
It's because we mad.
Well, a lot of times.
It's because we mad. I've never known a happy parent spanking their child. It's because us as parents were mad at something that you did.
Yeah.
Something that you did.
That'll be another topic.
Absolutely.
We'll stay on
yes.
the foster care.
See, foster care. Then whoopings. That's what I'm saying. All that all of that all in together.
Yes, yes.
Whoopings.
Yeah. That was a challenge. But yeah, I talked to you guys. You guys got very seldom had whoopings. You guys understood. I sat and talked to you and you understood. So but yeah.
Right.
So it's important for the parents to know when you have children, all the negative stuff. Don't say, do as I say. Don't do as I do. That's conflicting information for a child.
You're going to raise a child to be straight confused.
Yes.
Because the truth of the matter is that I'm your child, even though I'm a grown adult. I'm your child.
Yes.
I'm a grown adult, but when my mind, I still see kids. When I say kids, I look at adults as kids.
Yeah, in the mindset. Yes,
because that's what we all are. We were all kids, and we just grew up. But then our mind is still the same mind that's in there that was in the child that's in the adult. That we're just now adults. So then we're just older, we're taller. We got facial hair, different things about our body, but we're still those same kids.
Yes, yes.
So I just think that kids, they pay attention very closely to their family. They pay attention very closely to their parents.
Yes.
We feel you guys' energies. We pay attention to things. Even when you guys think we're not paying attention, we are. Yes. And so the parents are very influential. What's the word?
Influential.
There you go.
Yes, yes.
To their children.
Yes.
To their children.
So yeah, we just want to make sure the children are taken care of. The children are so important. And so, with the foster care, I believe that we just need to work harder to let those children stay at home, get the help for the parents so that they will do the right thing. Because as long as the parents get the help, well, they're going to do better. Right. Because they don't want their children taken away, because it hurts. It hurts everybody.
Right.
It hurts everybody. It's like missing an arm or a leg when you lose your children. It's just devastating. It's hard to grow and be all that you can be.
Absolutely.
If your whole family is not there.
Right.
So, foster care, we just want to think of a different way to raise these children so that they can be fulfilled and be all that they can be. Right. They should never have to go to sleep scared for where they are. Right. It's just sad. There's just so many things that has happened to children when they're put in adults' hands, thinking that these adults is going to do the right thing by these children. I always think about those children, those 6 children that were with their foster parents. They lived in Washington State, but they went on a trip. They were in a van on their way home. They ended up driving off the cliff, and all of those children passed. But they was in foster care. They were adopted, actually. They were adopted by the parents. And it's just sad. It's just sad all around.
Absolutely.
So we need to make a change. We need to make a change as adults in our mindset on we're going to help. It takes a village to raise a child. You can't just do it on your own. Everybody needs to pitch in and do what they can. Love on this child. Right. Ask, is there anything that you can do? Let me take them to a basketball game. Let me take them fishing. Let me go to the park or do something great for this child to show them that you really care and you really love them. Let them talk, have conversations. Right. Be like a mediator. Right. To help these children. Right. Because they're important. They're our future.
Exactly.
Yes. So.
Exactly.
So what would you have to say about, the foster care and what you have seen and what you know that could be changed?
Well, for one, I think that if there weren't so many people out here with robes on, judge robes, if there weren't so many people walking out or out here in the society and the world acting like they're judges, people would be more comfortable to express that it's tough for me right now. I'm a single mom, I'm going through, but it's tough for me right now. I don't know who I can talk to. If there's more people out there that that open up their hearts and open up and get some resources for people to call when they need help, then you wouldn't have so many children that are being removed from their homes because of the fact their parents or parent didn't have any resources or felt comfortable to go to anybody to be able to just open my mouth and just say, I need help.
Yes, yes.
I'm having a tough time. I need help. Who do you know I could call for X, Y, or even Z? That's what it is. I think if there was more people to talk to, resources to go to, then you wouldn't have that CPS, you know what I mean? People going in, the folks going in and removing your child, because that is, when you have children, they are your saving grace. They are gifts from God. And so when somebody tells you no more of this, it does something mentally to you. And how can you focus on now taking care of when you have have your babies?
Yes, yes.
So, but like I said, I'm an advocate of foster parenting, foster child, foster children, transitional homes for shelters, and I have contemplated being a foster parent myself because of that. But being able, we're here for the people to be able to talk to come to us. Come to us. We soon gonna come out with a number and some more stuff. Come to us. Keep listening to our podcast. We are here to help give that help give that resource.
Yes.
We are here to tell our story truthfully about things that we have experienced, things that we have gone through. And so thank you, for being here. And it's a journey for us. And thank you for being here and along the way that we are on our journey with what a little girl's supposed to do.
Yes, and so important. Thank you for listening and watching our show.
Right.
Because our motivation is to help.
Right.
Help answer questions.
Right.
Help solve some of the problems.
Yeah.
And help people really think about their purpose in this life. Because we wasn't just put here to sit back and kick it and party and just have fun and not be serious about the life.
And sip on tea?
That's not our purpose. God didn't just put us here for our own little selfish self and our own little selfish wants and needs. Why do you think all these people is on this planet? Just to, hang out and not get together and love each other? No, this is our paradise right here. This is our heaven. So we want to get it that way so that people will understand there is good people out there that want to help, that care. We love them. We love being a human. Remember, you haven't arrived at 100% human being until you want for your brother and sister what you want for yourself. Once you realize that we're here as a family on this planet, and God wants us to love each other and to treat each other with respect and love and appreciate each other, because it's beautiful. The best things in life is free. To be kind, it don't cost nothing to be kind to somebody. give a person a compliment, tell them how good they look.
Ooh.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, so if we just rethink, I'm talking about a change of mind and a change of heart. I'm not talking about quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies. I'm talking about a change of mind, a change of heart. And once it takes each and every one of us to change, and it can happen overnight. You just have to make up your mind and say, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do my best every day to help someone with something. A smile, open the door. I mean, the best things in life is free. It don't cost nothing.
Right.
So why not? Why not do it?
Right.
Yes.
Right. Ooh. Thank you, Mom.
Man, so greetings.
So the greetings.
Yes.
Greetings, and I love that you said the best things in life are free.
Yes.
To be kind.
Yes, that's free.
That's free.
Yes.
To be thoughtful.
Yes.
To be loving.
Yes.
To be nurturing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's free.
That's free.
Don't cost nothing.
And does it feel good to somebody too when you smile?
That's free.
That's
Yes.
free.
That's free.
That's good. That's good medicine to smile.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And laughter.
Laughter.
Laughter is
Oh, yeah.
Laughter
I
is
know.
so good.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Some comedy.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
It helps your endorphins. I don't think that's the right
Endorphins?
word. Yeah, endorphins.
Okay.
It helps.
Yes.
So laughter is good for
Okay.
us.
Laughter's good for
Yeah.
us.
Laughter is so good for us.
Okay.
So as long as we love ourselves, we can love anyone else. We can love everybody. Like Jesus said, love, that's the key.
Love
Yes.
is the key.
Love is the key.
And it just happens. And when I see love, bless your beautiful. Look at you. You know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
When I see the word love, I see Olive.
Olive.
I see your last name. It's not. It's. I'm an Olive as well.
Yes.
But it's not my last name. But I'm an Olive because you are an Olive and you're my mother. But when I see the word love, I see Olive.
Yes.
And that's what you have taught me
Yes.
since the beginning is I love.
It's beautiful.
I love everybody. You know what I mean? Even people that are mean. Ooh, look at that.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to What a Little Girl's Supposed to Do. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Until next time. Thank you for tuning in to our podcast, What is a Little Girl Supposed to Do? Until next time.